Welcome back, everybody. We've learned a lot of things about the form in PHP and the HTML5 and the Bootstrap, but right now I'm just coming back to the PHP, okay? The rendering is over now. We've made a beautiful form, and now I think we just click on cancel button of this form. Obviously, this is not needed, so I'm just making this form workable. Okay, so how to do that? I'm just going to the Notepad++, and I'm just creating the new file. Okay, I'm just saving this as the name of I'm just typing form process. Okay, process dot php. Okay, I'm adding the underscore between the form and process, by the way. So here I'm actually receiving the form. Save that, and what I'm just going to type here, actually creating some if else, and okay, now the thing is that I'm just going to the new form again, and the main thing which we just didn't is that just add the names to all of them. Okay, simply you know that we have to add the names to the inputs, and I hope you understood all these bootstraps. So by the way, I'm just adding the name here. What I'm just typing, I'm just adding the name, simply name, and then here I'm just adding we can add the attributes anywhere. This is not necessary to add the attributes at the last or at starting, by the way. Email, okay, we just got the validated form. Okay, we will get the validated form. Actually, the thing is that we don't need to validate the form in the PHP, but actually we have to process the form using PHP. This thing only PHP can do, to sending the form to the database and saving and storing all the things. So by the way, here I'm adding the name, and I'm just typing gender. Okay, and here skills, I'm just typing name skill 1, and actually I'm just copying this name and pasting this multiple times. Now just change the skill 2, skill 3, and skill 4, and go down a little and add a class here, a name here, sorry. What name I'm just typing here, I'm just putting the country. Okay, I just added the country, oh not county, the country. By the way, in the comments I'm adding the name here, and what I'm just typing the comments. Really simple work. So another name here, and just typing submit form. Okay, we should use the hyphen when you're just programming or sending or receiving something to PHP, because PHP preferred the underscore, not the actually hyphen. By the way, here I'm just getting is set, and what I'm just checking in set, I'm just directly checking in post way. Okay, I'm just checking the form or submit form. This is not really necessary to send a hidden field. Sometimes this is necessary. For example, if you just want to send something like IDs or any other thing, then we have to use the hidden field, but right now this is not necessary. So by the way, what I'm just doing, submit form, and here I'm just opening this a little bit. Now here more, and if we got the submit form, then what should happen? Now actually we've learned a lot of things. We've just made we just came back to the PHP, and now I'm just teaching you to send your data to your database. So first of all, here in this page, in the form process.php, we are just trying to add the something to the database. So obviously we have to add the database first, includes and db.php. Okay, perfect. I just included the db, and then we should add the db here as well, but not really necessary because I'm not programming anything here in this page, by the way. So here I'm just adding something, or I'm just getting the post, and the post I'm just getting is name. Okay, I can get help from the PHP, because I think I just made the, oh no, I just didn't make them. I just directly applied the script tags. By the way, just came here, or I think it is more preferred to apply um, the functions here. Okay, I'm just copying this and just simply pasting that here. Okay, and then adding the name is equals to, actually the post name is a simple thing. It is actually coming from the new form, but what is it actually? I'm just assigning this form with the strip tags function to the name. Okay, so let's just copy the other one. I'm just taking this form.php here and just picking up another, the email. If you just remember that I just mentioned the same names like name, email in the new form, you can see that name and email. Okay, I just remember the previous one, so I just mentioned all that thing perfectly. I'm just copying the strip tags here and just pasting that here, and what I'm just doing, I'll just do after that. At this time I'm just simply copying the things, the subject, okay, and the other thing is the gender. Okay, okay, now add the semicolons, which is really necessary, and then here the country, copy that and just paste that. Actually, instead of typing, when we have the function, we should copy that. Okay, with trimming and with these HTML special characters, that is more preferred. Save that and just come back, and I think nothing more here. These skills, let's just copy only one skill, then we will manage all that. Just paste these skills, and here I'm just, now this is the time to give the variables to all of them. I'm just typing email and equals to, okay, this is perfect, and here I'm just typing $subject and equals to, this is more perfect, and here I'm just adding the gender and equal to, and this is perfect as well, and here I'm just adding the country and equal to, and this is the perfect ones. So this is the comments area. Okay, now we just got the comments, oh sorry, the skills. I think we don't need to mention the skills here because I'm not adding any kind of function to the skills. Now just directly add the commands, but before that just check out that we just mentioned all the semicolons perfectly, because this is really necessary. Yeah, I did this very good. So I'm removing this here and just typing ins SQL. Okay, now this is the time to send the data to SQL, to actually the database. So I just type the ins SQL, means the variable, and here I'm just typing. Now this is the main thing, insert. This is a query of SQL. This is a simple SQL query which I'm just applying on MySQL. So insert into, okay, now just mention the table name. What is the table name? Actually, if you remember, the table name is comments. Okay, now press on space, and now insert into comments. Now what to insert and where to insert. So first of all, just mention where to insert in the parentheses and just type values, and just mention what to insert in the second parentheses. Now just mention where to insert. Let us open the localhost, and the first one is the name, then email address, then subject, gender, skill ones, and this is not really big, so the first thing is the name. Okay, just remember that these things are case sensitive, so be careful. Okay, just focus on the spelling and the sizes. By the way, oh, sizes means, I mean to say that the capital or small actually. So by the way, the second thing is the email address. So just type email address, and the other thing is, let's just save that, and just other thing is the subject. Save that and just go back, and this is the gender. I'm just adding the gender here, and the save that and just go back, and here this is a skill 1 and skill 2 and the skill 3. Okay, save that, and then country and the comments, save that. Everything is perfect. Name, email address, subject, gender, skill 1 2 3 4, or sorry, not 4. The comma is really important, so because with the comma you have to separate your fields using the comma, and that just came here on the values area, and what I'm just typing, just match. Okay, be careful. The first one is the name, so just come here and just add. But one thing more, in the what to insert area, just put two single quotes. Okay, the main quotes must be the double quotes, and here what to insert area, I'm just mentioning the single quotes, and here I'm just typing name, then a comma means separation. The second one is what? The email address. So here must be the email address. Okay, dollar. And what is the email address? Where I'm just getting the email address? I'm just getting email address in this variable. So simply paste that or do another thing. Now the second one is what? Actually this is the subject. So subject, let's just copy the variable subject. Okay, focus on spelling really hardly because this shouldn't be wrong. The third one is the gender. Okay, so I know that the variable name, the variable which I just made at the top, is gender. The fourth one is skill 1. So now I didn't make any skills here, or I didn't pass any function to the skills. So what I'm just doing, just directly adding from post, and I'm just typing skill 1. Okay, add a comma, and other value should be post, and the skill 2, and don't use the single quotes because we are inside the double quotes, and especially we are just typing the SQL query. This is a rule to insert the single quotes inside the post square brackets. Oh, I just did that by the way. Now this is really perfectly, I'm just going, and I hope you are learning as well. I just mentioned the skill 1, 2, and this should be 3. Okay, because you know that skill 3 and skill 4 and then the country. So by the way, we are just talking about the post. Okay, and here I'm just typing skill, I just added the single quotes, by the way, skill 4, and then another comma and the dollar country. And why just type the country? Because I knew that I just get the country at top. Another comma, and one thing more I just forgot, I have to add the single quotes. Okay, now the last thing is the comments. So now everything is perfect, and very perfect actually. So what to do? Actually, we don't need to pass this script tags with the country, because obviously country is simply a select tag. So this is really perfect not to put, and obviously the gender as well. So I'm just removing this. I can directly call this post there, or when we just made the variable, so no need to type directly, by the way. Now what I'm just going here, just press an enter, and what to do, add another thing, run SQL and equal to, and I'm just typing MySQLi query, if you just remember that. Okay, MySQLi query, and here I'm just typing the CONN. This is a procedural way which I'm just teaching you. Okay, there are 3 types of ways to sending data, or actually working with the MySQL database. The first one is the procedural, second one is actually the MySQLi API, and third one is the PDO. Okay, so by the way, I'm just using this procedural way. This is really common. So now I just added the run SQL and MySQLi query and con and ins SQL. Now let's just save that and just open up the new form, refresh that, and now something more I just have to do in the new form here. What? In the form element, in the form tag, I just have to add the action attribute, and by using the action attribute, what I have to do, I have to guide about the form process.php page. Okay, that is the page. Okay, I'm just linking up the form process.php, and the other thing I just have to mention the method which must be post. Why this is must be post? Because I'm receiving the data on the post way. So everything is fine here. Just simply click on run button. Maybe we can get the spelling mistake, so we will get this mistake there. By the way, I am just refreshing that, and at now I'm just typing the full name. I'm just typing Shazid Kamal and the email address I'm just mentioning. Okay, I'm adding some subject. I want, okay, I'm looking. Now you can see that I added a single quote. Now it will convert it into the entity. Understand why I just teach you about that, about the HTML special characters function, and why we should pass these things. By the way, I'm looking for a job. Okay, perfect. Now gender, male, and HTML, PHP, and JavaScript. Country is Pakistan. So I'm just typing, hello sir, I really need a job now. Please cooperate with me. Whatever, I'm just typing. Click on submit button now. Oh God, oh ho ho ho, I just simply use the hyphen sign. Let's go back and just simply type the underscore instead of hyphen. Save that back and just open up the notepad. Oh yeah, the browser actually. Refresh that again, and I'm just putting the data and adding some subject that I am looking for a job. Okay, I got it. Now mail and some tips, some skills. I'm just typing that I really need a job right now. Okay, I'm just simply typing and just clicking on submit button. Unexpected semicolon in line number 9. So let's go in the form process. Okay, you can see that form process, line number 9, and where I'm getting the error in line number 9, here is the line number 9. So where is the problem?